Hello and welcome to Bath and Body Works. Is there anything I can help you look for today? Hand soaps, perfect. And what sort of hand soaps are you looking for? Are you looking for our gels or are you looking for our foam soaps? The foam soaps, okay. And what are your scent preferences? Do you like floral, fresh, fruity, a little bit of everything? Perfect. Well, we actually currently have a sale going on with our hand soaps, so we have all sorts of scents in stock today. Perfect. So would you like me to grab a few and let you smell them? Okay, perfect. So let's see what we've got. Are you looking for new scents, classic scents, or a bit of everything? New? Okay. Alright, that will help me because we have a lot of scents here. Let's see what we've got. Let's have a look at this one. This one is Firefly Forest. This is a really nice, fresh springtime scent, and it's new for the season. This smells of fresh forest trails, spring jasmine, and warm spring nights. So this is beautifully decorated with a light green textured design, and it's very subtle in its design. On the sticker here, there's just some gold details on the packaging. So this is really nice and could fit in most rooms in the home. So let's have a look at this one. So this one has a really nice, simple profile. I'll let you smell this one. This is the type of scent that is for those who are looking for something uncomplicated and something that isn't too strong. This has a nice, fresh, balanced scent to it. And even though on the profile, fragrance notes, this contains jasmine, it's not overpowerful, it's not particularly floral, and I think that the jasmine takes a back seat here, especially considering that a lot of jasmine products use jasmine at the forefront of their scents. This one isn't like that. This one's nice and subtle. This is just for those who like a nice, clean, fresh scent. This is very similar to the smell of fresh clothes. But there's just these small, delicate elements of just something slightly different going on to differentiate it between your typical clean scent. So what do you think of this one? You like this? Perfect. I'll put this on the side for you. Are you part of our rewards program? No? Okay. Would you like to sign up to it? Okay, perfect. I'll sign you up at the end. So as part of our sale right now, we have this scent. This is Pink Apple Punch. So Pink Apple Punch features crisp apples, sun-kissed melon, and sugar crystals. This also fuses vitamin E, shea extract, aloe, and natural essential oils. So this is our springtime and Easter collection soap. So this one's going away. And this one has a lot of different subtle details and decorations on it. This is a nice warm pink tone. It has 2 rabbits on the front surrounded by butterflies. It's very sweet and charming. It has traditional Easter eggs featured at the bottom, and it has a nice pink top to it. So let's give this one a smell. So you can smell this one. This one has a really nice, sweet, fruity, sugary scent to it. You can really smell the fusion of apples and melon and sugar together, and I think that they harmonize just beautifully. It's not too sweet and it's not creamy at all, and I think that's thanks to those really nice fresh and slightly more tart scents such as apple, and the fresh scent being melon. And I think that helps calm down the really sugary scent that this could have become with those sugar crystals infused. But this one is just a really nice springtime, fresh, sweet scent. And it again isn't overpowering because of those particular fragrance notes used. This isn't like one of our other scents, which is champagne toast, which is a little bit richer and a little bit sweeter. So this is definitely perfect for spring and summer. I wouldn't necessarily say for autumn and winter unless you specifically love this scent profile. So what do you think of this one? It has a slightly tropical meets almost bubblegum style of scent to it. It's definitely for those who prefer a little bit more of a candy sweet scent. You like this one? Perfect. Even though we have a lot of different sweet scents here at our store, they're all very different from each other in subtle ways, so you're able to distinguish them from one another fairly easily, I would say. Great. Okay, so let's see what we have. So next we have this one. This one is a cosmic berry, and it's beautifully decorated in this ocean blue, and it says you're out of this world. So this one's fragrance notes are galactic raspberries, tangy tangerine, and lemon. This one also features vitamin E, shea extract, aloe, and natural essential oils. This one is beautifully decorated and very fun. I always like the ones with faces on them. So this one is very fruity and juicy. So this one isn't as sweet at all as the pink apple punch that you previously smelled. So this one's just a little bit more juicy, watery, and let's say berry based, as opposed to the other one, which is a little bit more sugary and slightly more tart. Even though this uses a combination of raspberry and lemon, they're perfectly balanced to be a little bit more on the fresh side as opposed to the overpowering sickly side. But it just smells like a nice, refreshing drink, perfect for spring and even more perfect for summer. But because of the subtleties of the scents used inside this particular product, I would say that this is also suited for seasons such as autumn and winter. The pink apple punch is a little bit more precise in its scents, so that's a little bit more preferred for seasons like spring and summer. But this one is really, really lovely and fresh, and when you lather this onto your hands, even though the smell will linger, it won't be overpowering, such as some other scents from our soap collections. So what do you think of this one? You like it? Perfect. Even for the packaging alone, this one is really, really lovely and suits most kitchens and bathrooms. So the next one that I have to show you is this one, and this one is vanilla coconut. So this has a little bit more of classic scents infused into it. This uses whipped vanilla, peach blossom and warm coconut, and it has this beautiful sugary caramel colour to it. It's really, really nice, perfect for summer on those warm sunny days. So this infuses whipped vanilla, peach blossom and warm coconut. The decoration on this one is slightly textured going around it, and it's just subtly decorated with this gradient of cream to brown almost, and these plants just situated around it. A little bit more of a nice, simple, packaged product. And again, this infuses the vitamin E shea extract, aloe, and natural essential oils. So this one has a beautifully balanced, rich, creamy scent to it. The peach blossom isn't particularly apparent in this one, and you're mostly going to smell vanilla and coconut, so I invite you to smell this one. This has really nice, warm, creamy, ever so slightly sugary vanilla with that beautiful warm coconut harmonized perfectly with it. It almost smells like caramel or butterscotch. Normally when you buy a butterscotch hand soap, it's quite creamy, sugary and rich. But this I feel like is for those that are looking for butterscotch but on a more subtle level. So what do you think of this one? This is perfect, I think, for all seasons of the year, just because of those nice classic scents, and most people are going to tend to enjoy this one, as coconut and vanilla tend to be general crowd pleasers. I'm glad you like this one. It just spruces up that traditional vanilla and coconut scent a little bit, and that's how the peach blossom plays its role there, is by making it just a little bit different as a background scent. So this is another lovely Easter scent that we are discontinuing for the season. This is Cottontail Cake Pop. This also has a bluey green colour to it, but let's actually compare this to Cosmic Berry. So Cosmic Berry is a lot more on the blue side, and Cottontail Cake Pop is a little bit more on the green side if we're comparing the two. Similar, but not quite the same. So for Cottontail Cake Pop, you are going to smell delicious cake batter, rainbow sprinkles, and fluffy buttercream. So let's have a little smell of this one. Okay. So this one's really interesting. So you really can smell the notes of cake batter and buttercream in this one, but this one's a little bit more, how do I say, a little bit more delicate than our traditional cake and buttercream scents. This certainly has all of the notes of butter, cream, sugar, caramel, but beautifully infused to have an almost warm scented combination. It's quite cozy, and for that reason I think this would be perfect for all seasons, but in particular most likely summer and autumn. With Cottontail Cake Pop you're expecting a lot of powerful notes, but this one is certainly a lot more subtle. It is creamy, it is very slightly sugary, but it just incorporates all of the combinations of those typically very sickly scents into something really tolerable. It's very, very pleasant. It somehow almost smells slightly juicy and fruity. What do you think? Nice, isn't it? Though I would say it is not representative of Cottontail Cake Pop in any way. Normally with the buttercream and the cake batter scents, you're expecting a little bit more of that really rich, creamy scent, like in some of the other scents I've shown you so far. But this doesn't have that, and I think it's because it lacks those warm vanilla notes, which is perfectly fine. It allows for you to try something different, but this is one of those scents that you would probably need to smell in person, just because I believe at least that it's not accurate to the presentation or description of the product. So this one is beautifully decorated, as are all of them. This one is called Hip Hip Hooray, and it has this adorable little bunny on the front, surrounded by flowers, butterflies. It looks like they're just having a wonderful time. So due to the packaging, you're probably limited to spring on this one if that's something you tend to think about with your decorating. But it is a really nice scent, not overpowered, perfectly balanced to create this beautiful, juicy, almost fruity scent. Your take this? Fantastic. You're doing great so far. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. So this one is Bright Summer Days. So this is opaque packaged, and this has a beautiful deep blue to it. This is decorated with stripes and a deck chair, and as you can hear, it's slightly textured on the packaging. A couple of different shades of blue here to show off the waves of the sea and the ocean, and just really invoking the feeling of summer. So featured in this one is coconut milk, sunny starfruit, and warm sands. All of the scents that will put you perfectly in the mood for summer. This is made without sulfates, parabens, or dyes. So let's smell this one. Very, very typical summer scents. This is the summer scent. This is going to put you definitely in the mood for those warm summer months. You can really smell the warm sand mood from this one, as well as the coconut milk. This essentially smells like coconut milk and sunscreen mixed together, but in a beautifully harmonized way. This smells absolutely fantastic. This is a true warm, cozy scent, and I can't think of a scent that better represents summer than this one. This has almost a combination of coconut and fresh linens and clothes. It's just really, really fantastic. What do you think of this one? So I would say that this scent is perfectly suited for summer or the end of spring. This is just fantastic for that season. Definitely not an autumn-winter smell unless you like those particular scents all year round, but this will definitely put you in the mood for the nice warm weather. Okay, perfect. So you take this one? Great. Okay. Let's have a look at this one. This is a really lovely, fun one again. So we had a similarly coloured one to this before. Let's see if they're the same. They look pretty much identical, and they use some of the same scent profiles. Let's have a look at this one. This one is Treat Yourself Boardwalk Vanilla Cone. This one has a beautiful, cute decoration on the front with that nice warm sand yellow to it. It has a bowl with 3 scoops of ice cream on the front. And the scent profiles for this one are marshmallow fluff, vanilla bean, and creamy caramel. I have a feeling that this one might smell closer to what Cottontail Cake Pop was supposed to be. But let's see. So this is for those who are looking for a beautiful cake scent. This is dessert-like, this is buttery, this is vanilla-like, this is creamy, this is everything that you would like a dessert hand soap to be like. This still has some fantastic, interesting notes swirling around in the background though. Really, really nice. Almost, it has a bubblegum base to it. It's really, really pleasant. So it begins nice and rich, ends fairly rich. You have those bubblegum base notes to it. It's the best description I can think of. But overall, it's just balanced with these really rich, strong vanilla bean and marshmallow and caramel scents. This is for those who really like those scent profiles, and I would say that this is probably the strongest scent of the ones that I've shown you so far. If you're looking for something a little bit more subtle, I would say stick to the vanilla coconut if those are the types of scents that you like. But if you really, really like your scents, then this one is definitely suited towards that. And I would say that this is a lot more like what Cottontail Cake Pop was probably supposed to be like. That one feels a little bit more juicy and a little bit more fruity, whereas this one just smells like a nice slice of cake. Now, this is supposed to evoke the smell of a scoop of ice cream. And I'm going to go back and smell and see if it's like that. Sort of, but not quite. Perhaps if you were making a bubblegum and vanilla scoop of ice cream, I would maybe support that, but this is more like cake. It has a buttercream combined scent to it, but caramel is what makes a scent really layered and luxurious and rich. So what do you think of this one? You like this? Fantastic. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Let's try something a little bit different. So we have this one. This is another opaque bottle. This one's also made without sulfates, parabens or dyes. And this one is our Sweet Orange Blossom, decorated similarly to Bright Summer Days. It's from the same range. If you have a look at these, same family basically. And this one has a little bit more of a, how would I put this, pastel to salmon pink colour to it. The scents used for this one are Sweet Orange Blossom, Sea Lavender and Warm Vanilla. So let's see. I don't think I've shown you a scent with orange in it yet. So the soap settle. So this one is a little bit stronger, a little bit more potent, a little bit more rich, but in a musky way as opposed to a sweet, creamy or buttery way. So this one has a little bit more of a masculine scent profile to it. You're not going to get scents that are fruity with this one, despite the fact it says orange. Try to think of it more in the botanical blossom scents as opposed to the actual fruit. So you can pick up on those fresh notes from the sea lavender and the warmth coming through. I'm surprised that there's not any sort of sandalwood infused in this or anything in that family of scents, just because it is really warm and really musky. There is certainly a sweet freshness to this scent, so you're going to get a few layers of different scents with this particular soap. Sweet at the beginning and musk and warmth heading throughout, but this is certainly not a fruity scent by any means. But it is different to the rest of the scent profiles shown so far. So this is another one that I would say you would probably need to smell in person, like you have done today, to get a really good feel for what exactly you're getting. Because I would say that people would feel a little bit misled by the description, perhaps, just because you might be expecting floral and fruity, whereas this is a little bit more musky and slightly sweet, but not necessarily orange sweet. Yeah, it's just a nice combination of sweet and musk, which can be really nice because when you have musky scents, they can be really, really strong. They stick around, don't have a lot going on, but I really like that there is a little bit of sweetness that balances with that really well. It's really difficult, I think, to balance sweet and musk in a tasteful way, and I think that that one's done the job quite well. But what do you think? You like it? Fantastic. Something a little bit different. And with this one, the decoration is really nice and simple. This one probably based on the colours. You could actually use this in the bathroom all year round, or your kitchen. But the great part I think about it is because of that scent profile, you could probably use it all year round. A little bit more focused for those who prefer masculine scents, or for autumn, I would say. Good, good. So let's see. Would you like to have a look at any more? Perfect, no problem. Plenty to show you. So here's another one that we have. I love the packaging on this one. This has a beautiful muted blue colour to it. It looks exactly like the little plants they're showing here. This one is white oak and vanilla. Nice classic scent combinations here. So this uses the fragrance notes sweet vanilla cream, white oak, and warm amber. I really like the packaging on this one. It has these nice decorations, this border here in gold, and these little different shades of blue on the plants going around the bottle. Nice classic decoration design. This again uses vitamin E, shea extract, aloe, and natural essential oils. Let's have a look at this one. I'll let you smell this one. So this one, you might agree that this has a very similar scent to Bright Summer Days. Yeah, it's very musky and warm. Has a little bit of sweetness combined with musk again, and I think that's going to come from the oak, amber, and vanilla cream combined perfectly. But I'm actually going to grab that Summer Days one again, see where they differ. I'm going to guess in the coconut. So the Bright Summer Days one, it's a little bit more tangy in comparison. And that's going to come, I think, from the starfruit. It's a little bit tart. Whereas this one, it helps when you smell them back to back. It doesn't have that. It's a lot softer. There's no tartness to it at all. It just smells nice and gentle. Plainly put, just a less tart version of Bright Summer Days, but you're still going to get that really classic combination of summer scents. I absolutely adore the cream used in this one. It really helps it to be not buttery, but just subtly sweet. It adds a really nice layer that goes throughout. It goes from beginning to end. And I think it really pairs and fuses with the musk just effortlessly and beautifully. It still has a little bit of a nice, fresh, invigorating scent at the end to it though. So I would say that this is a combination of a summer scent as well as a nice classic linen scent, which I think helps keep the scent interesting and different from your classic vanilla oak scents. So what do you think of this one? Perfect. Okay, let's see. Next we have Sprinkled with Love. This is 2 donuts decorated on the front, and this one has a little bit more of a nice warm coral colour to it, I would say, with some touches of pink. So this one is called Sprinkled Donut, and it features buttercream and milk and sweet vanilla for the fragrance notes. Nice and simple. This is personally one of my recent favorites. This is fantastic. If you've smelt any of the candy scents from the Halloween 2022 collection and you liked them, then you're in for a treat, because this is essentially those scents. I can't remember off the top of my head which one specifically, but essentially those scents in general. This combines really nice, fresh, clean scents with buttercream. So this is just a nice, calm down cake smell. For me personally, I really like a variety of different scents, but for the most part I like for them to be a little bit more on the less potent and more subtle side. And this one, for that reason, is a favourite of mine. This one, I would say, opens up. This one you can really inhale and feel like it's a nice fresh scent, which is really surprising for something that is supposed to be a little bit more on the dessert side. But this one is nicer the stronger of an inhale that you get of it. It's really, really fantastic. Have a smell of this one and just let me know what you think. It's great, isn't it? This is just a really nice, simple, classic scent. There's not a lot going on. It's a little bit like cake and it's slightly fresh all at the same time. But for the reason that it's like the Halloween range is why it's one of my favorites. Just really nice and simple. What do you think? Perfect, you'll take it? Great. So how many more hand soaps would you like to have a look at? How many do you have? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 9. Ooh, 10. Forgive me. I'd like to have a look at one more? Okay. So, in the complete opposite direction of subtle, delicate scents, we have sweet sandalwood. Sandalwood is classically a nice, obviously woodsy, but musky, rich scent. This bottle is on the pink and orange side, and it has this texture to it, but overall it's quite simple packaging. So this is creamy vanilla, sugarcane, and rich sandalwood. I don't think any of those scents are going to calm down the sandalwood in this, but probably just add to them, just because inherently sugarcane and vanilla are strong by themselves, especially creamy vanilla. Let's see. Perfectly woodsy, perfectly earthy, perfectly herbal. This one is fantastic. This one feels like it would go perfectly in the bathroom or in the kitchen, but in particular the kitchen, just because it's a little bit more of a herbal scent. And because it's woodsy, strong and musky, slightly smoky, this is perfect for all year round, but especially in spring because of the herbal notes, but autumn and winter from those warm, musky, woodsy, cozy notes. This is a little bit like the smell of burning a fire. Not too smoky, but just the wood being lit. It almost smells in combination with all those scents fused, like licorice, I would say, to clean up the bottle. So it's definitely a scent that's on the stronger side, and only for those that like sandalwood. This is not a forgiving scent. This is not something that could be mistaken for something else. This is specifically sandalwood. The only thing that I can think that the sweet may come from for this one is the fact that the musk doesn't linger too much on this one. So maybe the sweet notes help calm down the musk for this one. What do you think? You like that one? It's great. This is the type of scent that I think, as mentioned, is just really, really nice for autumn, just because it's a really lovely, cozy scent. So is that everything for you today? Perfect. So let's see. You said you wanted to sign up to the rewards program. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to fill in your details for the rewards program. So what is your first name? Okay. And your last name? Okay. And a good phone number? Okay. And an email address? Okay. Okay. And your home address so that we can send you coupons in the mail. Okay. Okay. Perfect. And your date of birth so that Bath & Body Works can send you some birthday surprises. Okay. Okay, perfect. So because you are a new rewards member, we are going to send you home today with a free item free of charge from us, and that is our Eucalyptus Spearmint Stress Relief Ultimate Hydration Body Cream. This is a classic of ours, and if you or someone you know likes eucalyptus, then you or them will love this particular scent. To show you it. It has a beautiful classic eucalyptus, fresh, cooling, and invigorating scent to it. It's our travel-sized version of this one. This is made without parabens or artificial dyes, and it's dermatologist tested. We're going to send you home with this today, okay? Perfect. You're very welcome. So your rewards account has been created. So now every time that you buy items from us, you can just put in your phone number and then you will collect points. And then when you get enough points, you can get a free item. Perfect. So I'm just going to put some items in with your purchase today. This is just a nice promotional piece for our new products. This is our gingham range. As you can see here. For this, they have wild blackberries, candied violets, and soft vanilla for the vibrant scent. Pink strawberries, peach nectar, and peony blooms for gorgeous. They have blue, freesia, fresh clementine, and violet for the gingham scent over here. And for fresh, they have juicy pear, sparkling clementine, and fresh daisies. And they have those in all sorts of products, shower gels, lotions, you name it. They've probably got something for it. But I'll just put that in there, give you something to look at, okay? Okay. And on top of that, I'm going to provide you some coupons. If you're interested in using them, you can feel free to use these in the future should you wish. You can have a $6 moisturizing body wash, 20% off your entire purchase, and a free body care gift. So I'll put those in the bag for you as well as your eucalyptus lotion. So is there anything else I can help you look for today? No? Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll bring up all of your items to the front and you can pay whenever you're ready. Thank you so much for visiting us today, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Goodbye.